Hey everyone, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Again, that website address for you if you don't already know what it is. It's theclinicaltrialsguru.com. I mean, the best place on the internet for clinical trial content and information. I am walking through my site to get to a viewer email that I received and I printed out because it was so good I printed it out. Can you believe that? I killed like a baby tree. But I get tons of questions. I don't print all of them out. But they are all good, and if I haven't covered it on this vlog before, I usually make a video on it, and just when you think that I've covered it all, I get another question that reminds me that, no, I did not. Like this one. So this one's about PI indemnification and insurance in a clinical trial. So it's like a tricky area. I should probably have either Darshan, who's an attorney. In fact, I will have him answer this next time I interview him. I should probably have my other business partner, who's an attorney as well, answer this. But I'm going to try for now. Based on my experience, okay, sponsors should, and if they don't, make sure you ask for this in your contract. Indemnify, that means hold harmless, the principal investigator for any unanticipated or anticipated adverse event in a clinical trial. So for example, if a patient joins a study and gets harmed from the drug or from the study, doesn't have to be from the drug, but maybe one of the procedures harmed him or her, or of course the drug, or anything else while they're in the study that's related to the study. The sponsor will pay for the bill and will hold harmless the PI. That's a legal contract, that's binding, it's in writing, court of law will honor that. Now, they will not hold harmless any fraud, misconduct, or the PI putting the patient in or the study participant in harm's way because of negligence or lack of oversight or lack of following GCP. So there is a gray area, and these drug companies and CROs have more attorneys than you do if you're at a research site, so be mindful of that. But also know that at the end of the day, they're not trying to screw you over. If someone gets sick due to the study, they will not hold you guilty for that as the PI. They will indemnify you. So for the most part, that's what happens. Now sometimes, like in this viewer's case, his PI is not comfortable with just the sponsor indemnification. He wants medical malpractice, specifically medical malpractice that covers clinical trials. And it might be tricky, not all of them do. A lot of them are fearful of clinical research. So in those cases, you want to remind them that they're already being indemnified from the sponsor. This is just additional insurance. If that doesn't work, try the doctor's company. It's one of the malpractice insurance vendors that I use for some of my PIs, and as far as I know, they cover medical research. Now make sure your PI understands that if something were to happen in a study to one of the study participants and the sponsor does not indemnify him for any reason, it's very likely that his medical malpractice also will not cover him for the same reasons. They will not cover gross negligence or misconduct. That's just not going to happen. Now, most people don't do that. Most people don't do those kind of things. Most PIs are very aware of that. So you don't want to also have two claims. It's illegal to have two claims on one case. So it's either going to be one of the policies covering it or the other, and in most cases it's going to be the sponsor covering it because they will indemnify you if you ask for that in your contracts, which everyone watching this should. If it's not, go get it amended right now. Ask for PI indemnification, and then try the doctor's company. And if you're getting resistance from your medical malpractice company, let them know that you're already indemnified. This is just peace of mind for your PI, and email them a contract to show them. And if they still don't like it, shop around. There are places that will do it. The doctor's company is one. I have no affiliation with them at all. In fact, they're very expensive, but they do that. So check it out. Let me know. Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Hopefully this helps. Give my Clinical Trial Guru producers a shout out. Sarah Elizabeth Siegler, Resolve Research Solutions, Accurate Clinical Trials, Erdhart Clinical Trials, PTNR, Patrick Stone, Darshan Kulkarni, Biopharm Systems, Zymwire, Mozio, South Coast Clinical Trials, Breakthrough Clinical Trials, and St. Paul Medical Research Center in Miami, Florida. Thank you very much, and thank you guys for watching and submitting your questions. Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Take care.